Everybody just don't get it. George Washington, all them, America, the United States of America, the United States is all supposed to be against fascism. Antifa is against fascism. We are supposed to be against fascism. Instead, the fascist government, because I got ChatGPT to admit it, the creation of the fiat money brought us into a fascist nation. We are ran under fascism. And so they got all the MAGAs and all the good people to fight for fascism. They got you fighting for fascism. And so the anti-fascists, the Antifas, are all white, pretty much, because they understand what fascism is. So you all are pro-fascism if you are against Antifa. Plain and simple. The government is pro-fascism because they're fighting against people who are anti-fascism that we're all supposed to be. Kafar, you're pro-fascism. Statism is fascism. Communism is fascism. Democracy is fascism. It mentions it in there. Because I went and asked it today about Antifa, and then I said one little thing with the how they say they're anti-fascist, or they are anti-fascist, yet the government is fighting against the anti-fascists, and the fiat money is what is part of fascism. And then it brought the truth up, the evidence, the facts. That's all it can do. It can't think like we can and lie to each other. It's just programmed to spit out what it spits out, depending on how you ask it a question. In the way that you ask it what you want to know about. You don't add any key details of what goes with what you're asking it about, then it won't give you what you heard from other people. It's not like a book. It's programmed. That's how I got the information I got, and other people is doing the same thing, getting the information they get. They get the key details from the past of certain things that's tied to fascism, taxation, fiat money. All of that's tied to fascism. The all caps name. You're all pro-fascism if you're for ID, state-created driver license, UCC, Highway Protection Act, all this stuff the government creates. This is statism. It's fascism. The government is the dictator, but the people are being the dictators that's in the government, not the government. The government itself is nothing without the people that's in it for it to exist. To say, I'm going to join it and help it exist. I'm going to participate in it and be a pretend world, king of the hill, we're the leader. And everybody else, and we're going to force these others to be a part of it because they're living here. And we'll get our goons to go after them and force them with violence and guns, and and everybody's against gun violence, but it's okay for them to have guns and to commit gun violence. And y'all are all fucking ignorant. You're stupid. You're a bunch of stupid monkeys. You're just sitting here, see no evil, hear no evil, Speak no evil of your own. Y'all just sitting there speaking of all the stuff that you think is good, but you're not speaking of any of the evil that wipes out all that good. Those people are blind, deaf, and dumb. Too dumb to speak of the evil, too blind to see it, and too deaf to hear of it. They only want to hear what they want to hear. That's the black conservative, Next News Network, Brandon Tatum, Tim Pool, Alex Jones. They really only want to hear what they want to hear. That sounds good and all that. They don't really want to put out much bad. They don't want to put out all the bad with all the good. And then show that all the bad outweighs the good he's already done. If there's more evil than good, we're fucked. If there's more bad things happening than good things, we're fucked. It don't matter. You have to take in the bad with the good, or you're a hypocrite. You're unclean. God can't accept you. You're unclean. You're accepting to ignore the bad things. That makes you unclean. You ain't being a pure, clean man and or woman of truth, logic, common sense, facts, evidence, not feelings, assumptions, presumptions, excuses, all this other bull crap. That's what Satan's for. Well, that's what the government's ran under. Fascism. Satanic fascism. In my opinion, the government's ran under satanic fascism. A democracy is satanic. We was never to be under a democracy. Never. Until after 1871, with the creation of the city government to create a political system of a two-party system and pretend that there's two separate parties and they're at each other, but Congress is made up of Dems and Republicans. Dems and Republicans in Congress. Both together has to create the laws. When they create a bill for the president to pass into law, both Democrats and Republicans are putting in what they want to be law in that bill, and then everything that's in that bill is law. Not one thing, not two things, thousands, hundreds, thousands. Because they really don't want the president or anyone else to go through all of that. And so they get what they want. They work together. They all usually get what they want. And sometimes if there's something that seems to be pretty bad, which I think is just added in there for the president to say, they put this in there and I'm not going to just keep the Democrats looking like the evil ones. Bad guy. Good guy. And they both work together to exist. That's how evil works. Good guy don't have a bad guy, but God has a bad guy, the devil. And they work together. That's how the system works. That's what we're under. Government is our God, and everyone in it is running everything their way. And God's not intervening because God can't. Government can't intervene with these people and stop them and make them do what they're supposed to do. Government's fictitious. It's a fictitious entity. It don't exist. So, I've got, like I said, I almost got all the evidence that proves how we became a fascist country. And now they got conservatives and Republicans and everybody who's for freedom to fight for fascism. That's anti-freedom. They got you all, Kafar. You know, and all the rest of you. They got you. You're for fascism. You're pro-fascism. Period. Look up what fascism is, and look up how our system works and how we are under all of that. We're under every bit of fascism and going to worse with the technology we have today. You all take care. Bye.